Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So you get started with Sixpence, and you guys are singing. Did you know, like, okay, so you partner up with him to sing. Are you thinking, like, okay, yeah, because we have something, or just I want to do something?
Such a good question. That might be a question that I haven't been asked before. I really like it. I think it was both. I really think it was a good balance of both, because I really felt really impressed by Matt and his lyrics. I wasn't, I was kind of maybe trying to write songs, but he was very, very well read and was reading from, I think, some of the greatest minds like C.S. Lewis and all this beautiful T.S. Eliot poetry and Pablo Neruda. Did I say his name right? I hope so.
I don't know. It's over my head.
Beautiful stuff. You know, always had like a little, I remember it like a little, knapsack full of books when we go on the road. It wasn't a knapsack.
A knapsack, yeah.
But in my mind, he had a pile of books constantly. Anyway, the guy was so smart. And my point is, the lyrics he was writing were so beautiful that I felt really flattered to be the voice that got to sing them. I felt like a sort of a spiritual burden, but it wasn't a burden. Because that the other part of your question, I needed something to do. School was not, I wasn't having a great time in school. I wasn't a great student. And it's not that I just like didn't like learning. I just have my mind on other stuff. Like I said, I was an 80s hill country kid. And I just was thinking about, I couldn't get my head out of like, what's George Strait doing now? So anyway, I needed to get out of town, and it was the perfect prescription. I mean, I got to travel the world and do something that I felt was meaningful, and I still do. And
oh, for sure.
And it's led, one thing, my mother said something to me today that I thought was really beautiful, and that I know I'll say it wrong, but she said, you don't know what you know until you know it. Like when God or whatever that thing is that lays it on your heart, until it reveals itself to you. You don't know until you don't know what you don't know until you know.
No, that makes sense.
My mom,
I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
She's always kind of like half writing songs for me before I even get a chance to it. So that'll be on its way too.
I love that. That's so sweet. Well, hey, listen, if my mom drops little nuggets of wisdom too on me, sometimes I don't know if she knows she's doing it, but I'm always learning.
Yeah.